everybody, Don Carr here, checking out the Keeley Monterey. The Keeley Monterey is a really diverse pedal. It's a multi-effects unit, basically. You've got a fuzz, you've got a rotary speaker, you've got a vibe, you've got 3 kinds of wah, you've got octave up and down, and you've got expression control over all of it. It's laid out really logically. You've got a level control and a fuzz control. Those both control the fuzz, and the switch is right here. It's a moderate gain fuzz. It's a classic 2-transistor setup that uses vintage Fairchild semiconductor transistors, and it's really touch responsive whether you turn your guitar down or play softer, but yet it's still big and woolly sounding. The bottom row of controls is for the modulation section, and there's the switch for that. Starts off with a level control, and then next to that is the octave control. And depending on what mode you're in, the octave control has a different function. When you're in rotary mode like this becomes the balance between the horn and the rotor. So you've got more horn when you turn the octave this way, there's a balance, and then you've got more rotor as you turn it that way. Okay, so when you're in vibe or wah mode, either one, this becomes an octave control. So in the center, you've got no octave. And as you turn it up this way, you get more of the upper octave effect. And as you turn it this way, you get more of a lower octave effect. I'm playing a PRS 513 through a Fender Princeton reverb, and here's the sound with the Monterey bypassed. Let's listen to the rotary section. I'm going to use an expression pedal to control the rate, so here we go. Now here's the sound of just the fuzz. And here it is with the rotary speaker. So there's some of the touch sensitivity stuff I was talking about with the fuzz. I was using my volume control, turning it down a little bit. I was also turning the fuzz control down a little bit, and you could hear that it was cleaning up. So here's the sound of the vibe. So remember, in this mode, you can add the octave. So let's add the lower octave right now. And if you want just the octave and not the vibe, just turn the def down. When you're in wah mode, you've got 3 different wahs actually at your disposal. It starts out with a standard wah that can be either fixed, or if you're using an expression pedal, it operates like a standard wah, or you can go to an autowah sound, or you can go to something that Keeley calls harmonic wah, so we'll check all those out. Here's the sound of the standard wah. I'm using an expression pedal to control it. The way you change to the different wah sounds is by using the depth control. I started with it all the way down, that's a standard wah, and below halfway is the autowah. So now we've gone to autowah, everybody. And the third wah is harmonic wah. It's kind of a half wah, half tremolo. Well, here, let me just play it for you. You can check it out. If you turn the depth control over halfway, that's how you get there. So here it is. And of course you can add fuzz to any of those sounds. The intro had a few examples of that. But if that weren't enough, you flip the thing over and inside there's an internal switch that allows you to switch the order of the fuzz in the modulation section. And by changing the order of the effects with the fuzz last, you're actually using the modulation section to drive the fuzz so you can get more gain out of it. It gets crazier sounding. Not only is the level of the preamp of the modulation section driving the fuzz harder, but the modulation effects themselves are, and it just gets pretty wacky. So there you have it, the Keeley Monterey. Man, super versatile pedal, very cool, lots of fun, makes lots of crazy noises. I'm going to switch the order for the outro and play a few examples of that. So if you have any questions about this or any other Keeley product, please make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or check us out online at sweetwater.com. Thanks.